I'm very happy that such a concern has been expressed by various speakers regarding increase in the number of road accidents and fatalities. But as a person involved with this problem, all the participants, stakeholders, I'll request that in such gatherings we should try to find out some solutions of these problems, and otherwise this will be like weeping on something without showing any direction to the society. So what I perceive, that you have been saying that there is lot of accidents are taking place. We have been talking of road engineering. Main problem here, like in many other fields, that central government in our system has delegated almost all the responsibilities to the state governments. That you see our system, that district administration, policing system, judicial system, then health system, CMO and hospitals and all, then education system, district inspector of schools and various schools, all the burden of money, economics, that has been given to the state governments. They have limited resources. Major resources, income, they come to the central government. Now we expect that the health should be very good, roads should be very good, and the traffic system should be very good, policing should be very good. So we will have to raise this question that if in the country we want that the conditions should improve. Now tell me, sir, what system has been developed in the country to create traffic awareness in the people? Are there any schools? There are many schools, many colleges, many universities, but there is no concerted effort, no policy to create traffic awareness in the people. When a person with a bullock cart or buggy or cattle cart comes on the road from Rajasthan or Haryana or Meerut to Delhi, he doesn't know the traffic rules. Have we made any provision? No. Then our thinking has become in parts. When our doctors come, because they are so overburdened with the problem of road accident victims, trauma care, they start talking about that part. When the engineers come, they will say they are worried about roads. But traffic engineering does not benefit many people. Road engineering, construction of roads, flyovers, and that brings a lot of profits and benefits. Okay, no problem, sir. So we should come out with solutions. For example, head-on collisions used to take place earlier a lot. I talked to road constructing agencies. Why can't you construct the divider in all the places where you construct road? They said, no, there is a limit that only after 7-meter wide road we can construct, otherwise we cannot. I said, okay, why can't you make the signage at least in between, put some line that this is the dividing line, so that at least head-on collision between trucks and buses don't take place. They are not bothered much because it is not their own responsibility. Responsibility lies on someone else. Okay, let the traffic police or the police or medical, these people should bother. They are not bothered about accident part because they are road constructing agency. Our political hierarchy, they are so busy in their own political problems. They don't have much time. This is the problem. So now this is the job of all the stakeholders in the system. They should raise with one voice that road should be such in which there is divider. We know that lot of crashes and accidents take place when our vehicles in speed go down from the road. Wherever their side walls have been constructed on the road, there has been much improvement. Why can't they take a decision like the central government can take a decision that wherever road will be constructed, there will be side wall, and only on the limited points there will be entry or exit from the road? No such decision is being taken. Similarly, from the traffic point of view, I am in traffic police in UP government. The resources are so little that there are only 3,500 men for whole state in traffic police. 3,500. So, and we expect that all the controlling, today my friend from AIMS, he was saying that why can't you compulsorily put provision that all the persons should put on the helmet? Okay, for 20 crore population of Uttar Pradesh, there should be enough men to check it, to challan it, to prosecute it, to collect fines. My men used to consider that our duty is to stand on crossings and show the hand to stop the traffic and then to pass it on when the time is over for the other side. Then, till very recently, this is not clear in our system. Who is responsible for stopping accidents? Tell me, who is responsible that people should not die in road accidents? Who is responsible for this? Some funny role. Central government sent some ambulances without drivers, saying that drivers you arrange, one time grant for the ambulances we will give, repair and oil and so this type of approach will not work. If you want some improvement, then spend for it. And only writing a letter to all state governments, please ensure we are giving few ambulances. We have not come to the problem of traffic jams, which is increasing day by day in the cities. Even in the smaller cities, jams are becoming big problem. Have we decided that we will, our driving license system in such a bad state, in whole country almost, anybody going to driving license, that road transport authority, they are giving the license without taking proper test, and some agents type persons, they are moving around, give me 1,000 or 2,000 rupees, I will get a driving license for you, give me your photograph and high school certificate. And this is the system we are working. When I talk to those people, they say that we don't have manpower. I have got only 12 persons for whole district. For a population of about 50-60 lakhs, one district, there is nobody. We have not decided how we will ensure that only persons who learn driving, they take driving license. We are talking of accidents like foolish people. We don't talk about our driving system, license system. If we distribute the licenses to everybody without them learning the driving, what is system in our country? Truck cleaners who are washing the tires of the trucks, they gradually start driving the truck and then they take the license and become the truck drivers, and this is not the license to drive. I say it is license to kill others. And we have not raised even issue that how we will ensure that only the persons who learn driving, they get driving license. How many motor driving licenses we have, schools we have? I surveyed in whole of Uttar Pradesh, there was need of about 5,000 driving schools. I am trying for that, but what's happening? There are hardly even 100 schools, because there are agents who are thriving, and the licensing authority does neither have time nor inclination. I asked them, what is your main job? They are saying, we are trying to increase the revenue earning for the government. Revenue earning by putting challans, putting fines, putting from trucks, etc. So why can't we give this system of issuing license to any such agency, separate agency, which can teach people? We have lakhs of secondary schools, lakhs of primary schools. If we consider that daily about 2,500 vehicles are being added in my state on the road. Daily 2,500 driving licenses are getting issued. But There is no organized system how to teach driving. Can you believe it that there is a software of driving? I talked to the UP government officials who are issuing the licenses. They say we don't have even one software because it costs about 50 lakhs. We have not been given even one software by which we can take the test of the person who applies for driving, even on computer. What to say in the field? So, it is very easy to talk, but when it is question of spending, because everybody has got his own priority, so this is social priority. They forget that tomorrow even they can die on the road accident. Even very important political and administrative people, they have died in road accidents. But they forget that. Everybody thinks that I will not die in road accident. And it has happened, you all know, that very senior ministers, very senior officials, they have died in road accidents. And to remind you all, the figure which was being shown regarding road accidents is very, very outdated. I was surprised. In my state, 15,000 people have been killed in 2010. The figure here being shown was only 12,000. I could imagine that this must be the figure up to 3 years back, 2-3 years behind. Similarly, the number of deaths in road accident at national level, it has crossed 1,50,000. So, we are neither update, we are neither concerned that if we want to improve our road safety system, what to say of other things? We have not able to consider even the reason that whether slow-moving traffic like bullock carts, buggies, and whether they will be allowed in the important peak time traffic situation. At least in my state, there is a lot of problem in Meerut and Ghaziabad, Noida, etc. A lot of buggies and easy transport systems, slow-moving transport systems. They come. We are trying that they should be stopped at least in peak hours. And like the helmet issue, it was opposed by the people. There is no awareness. Why we can't take decision that in all schools and colleges, traffic education will be incorporated in our syllabus of the intermediate, of the high school. In UP, we have succeeded in getting it up to 9th standard. Some semblance of it. We are trying further to do it. Similarly, traffic challan system. A lot of problems were there. We have succeeded in introducing a challan system, automatic computerized challan system in 8 major cities of UP, and now we are going to start in 8 more cities this year. There is one good thing that government, we have succeeded in persuading UP government with lot of persuasion about 3/4 of the amount which we get from the challan system. It is given to the traffic police for the improvement of traffic conditions. Generally, traffic challan systems, speed radars, and various other items. I am thankful to you all, but similarly, we should think of the design, vehicle design. Have we applied our mind that is there many of our young people are dying in the two-wheeler fast vehicles? We must be having about this Hero, Honda, and other vehicles. Should we not think that what is maximum speed? Why should there not be provision that more than 100 kilometers per hour? Now there are vehicles which are providing 250, 240 kilometers per hour. If we allow this type of anarchy in our country, why should a provision be not made that more than 100 kilometers per hour provision in any vehicle should not be there? Huh? Why speed governors, I ask? That if you make vehicle, why can't be it inbuilt in the vehicle? If we need that, it is only not dangerous for the rider, it is dangerous for any of the person who is walking on the road. You can lose control on your vehicle. But nobody even asks this question because everybody thinks I will drive very fast, I will reach very fast, I will not die. And it happens that he also dies. Similarly, why can't think many times vehicles like Maruti with a very thin steel body, they have come, and I have seen whenever there is accident of the Maruti car or Maruti van, the whole body gets crushed and all the persons die. Why can't we take a decision that far better either safety is important or money is important, but at the cost of safety, saving the money, is it a wisdom? So why have we allowed such a design? Earlier, at least in ambassador cars, there were less fatalities because of the strong body of the vehicle. Why can't we think of some safety bodyguards of the car, so that in case of collision, at least there will be better safety for the person sitting inside the cars. Worst reason for the accidents in the trucks, which have been killing many of the persons, is the reason what I told you, that cleaners are becoming drivers and killing the people on the roads. And we have not succeeded stopping these cleaners. We keep on chalaning and they keep on paying the fines. Our systems, legal systems are so outdated, there is 100 rupees fine for one in the court. When we sent a challan in the court, can you imagine that we challan about 26 lakhs people every year. And because with the limited manpower, but instead our challan rates are so little. And provisions, when Englishmen made the provision that 6 months imprisonment for the person if you kill a person on the road by your vehicle, by negligence. Because most of the drivers were English people in the beginning, they made a lighter provision for the any imprisonment for the drivers. It started with cars. Now we should enhance this provision that this is not a joke. You kill somebody and say that it is negligency. There are only 3,000 murders in my state now, annually. In a year, 3,000 persons are killed and 15,000 are killed in accidents. We are trying to impress our government, our system, that we need to do something more. So we have started getting about, you can say about 20 crore rupees annually for improving the situation. In some of the districts, the number of the deaths in accident, that has also started coming down. But the overall situation is not under control, because there are many more efforts to be done. If any of you want to ask any question, I'm ready for that. Yeah. Enhancing punishment has been one method to control the crime. System of imprisonment. So that is one time-tested system that it gets publicized, that lot of punishment is being increased in case of, if you crush somebody and somebody dies, the imprisonment will be there, which will be for longer duration. So this has been the time-tested system in case of rapes also, in case of atrocities on children also. In many cases it has been tried and found viable. That is the one reason why I suggested this.